contains all the information you need about NCEA exams. Make sure you watch the whole thing. First of all, make sure you bring all the right equipment. First of all, you'll need your admission slip, as you won't be able to enter the exam without it. If you have forgotten your admission slip on the day, you can collect a new one from Danielle at reception. However, make sure you turn up early for your exam so that you have enough time to get a reprint. Second, you will need photo ID. This can be your student ID, a passport, or a driver's license, or any other form of photo ID. Again, if you don't have this on the day, you'll need to see Danielle so that she can print an alternate form of ID for you. Without your admission slip and your photo ID, you will not be allowed to sit an exam, so it is important that you have these. Next, make sure you've read over the exam information booklet. These are available at reception and were hopefully given out to you when you received your admission slip. Next, make sure your admission slip is correct. If an exam is missing from it, you won't be able to sit it, so it's important to get reprints if you need them. Next, make sure that you have logged into NZQA before the exams. If you're sitting a digital exam and have not logged into NZQA, you may not be able to access your exam at all. Next, make sure you have your charge device. The auditorium has very limited charging options, so generally charging will not be available for students. Hence, make sure you come with a charge device. You're also welcome to bring an external battery pack if you have access to this. Also, make sure you have multiple pens, approved calculators, and whatever stationery you need, as you will not be able to borrow anything during an exam. Again, remember to log into NZQA before the exams, otherwise you will not be able to sit a digital exam. If you're having trouble logging in, you will need to call NZQA, as this is not a school system. They will need to help you get your login sorted, so make sure you give yourself plenty of time for this. Exams are a little different to mock exams or any other assessments in that if you cannot attend your exam, you will need to apply to NZQA to have your medical certificates and things recognised for your emergency grade. To do this, you'll need to go to Hobbs Online, where there is an NCEA button. Once you click on the button, it takes you to our NCEA page, where there are 3 big grade buttons to help you with everything you need for exams, including the exam timetable and information. However, super important, the missed exam form. If you are going to miss an exam due to a medical illness, trauma, injury, that is the form you'll need to complete. You will need to provide relevant evidence, whether that is a medical certificate detailing why you can't make it, because just saying you can't be there isn't enough, or a death certificate, or whatever else is appropriate for why you've missed the exams. Please be aware that NZQA is very strict on what makes for appropriate and not appropriate reasons to miss exams. Don't forget to check your admission slip really carefully. Check that your name is correct, otherwise your qualification won't be correct. Check that you're entered into the correct exams, and check that they are digital as listed for any exams you expect to be digital. Also, note that the exams are not listed in chronological order on your exam slip, so don't get confused. Make sure you arrive 20 minutes before the start of the exam. This is really important so that you can start your exam on time. The exam supervisors will need to line you up according to the NZQA codes on your exam paper. This is not alphabetical, so it is really important that you allow enough time for this process. Otherwise, you might not get the right exam papers and not the right grades in the end. Also, make sure you turn off your phone and take off your watch, even if it's not a smartwatch. If you are doing a digital exam, bring your own device, make sure it's charged, and make sure you've logged into the NZQA website. Otherwise, you may not be able to do the exam. Also, remember that if you don't have a reliable device, that you can borrow one from the library. These are available for you to use during exams. Make sure you turn off your phone during the exam. There's nothing more annoying than someone who's left their phone in their bag and in all the stress of exams forgot to turn it off, and then everyone has to listen to your phone go off, and the exam supervisors don't know which of the 100 bags at the front of the room is the one making the noise. Please be aware, this will be what Danielle will look like if you leave your exam on, your phone on. She will be grumpy. Remember, you cannot wear a watch even if it's not a smart watch. You should never use correction fluid. Twink is not allowed. It means that if there is an error in the marking of your exam, that you may not be able to reset it. Also, remember that your water bottle must be see-through. All the regular exam rules apply, but please remember that you cannot communicate with anyone else. That includes gesturing, high-fiving, eye contact, anything like that. With all that in mind, we wish you the best of luck with your exams. Remember to study, remember to breathe really deep before you start your exams, and we wish you luck.